Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Welcome to this episode of the Kartik Inspirations. Today we will hear about wish-fulfilling trees of Vrindavan. We should not think that this phenomena, trees that fulfill desires, was only there during Krishna's appearance. No, these living entities who are saints and sages who have taken the form of trees are still in Vrindavan and are responding to our spiritual desires. Let me share with you an example that has always stayed with me. It's about Gauranga Das Baba. His brother was in the resistance movement against the foreign British rule, and when the Britishers came looking for his brother, he escaped, and Gauranga Das Baba thought it's best if I also run away from home. At that time he was only 15 years old, and he came to Braj to take shelter here. Because he had a keen intellect, he soon learned Sanskrit, studied the scriptures, and then felt the desire to take initiation by another sadhu. He had an impeccable sadhana, but his desired goal remained out of touch for him. The goal of his practice, love, prema for Krishna, and to see Krishna and receive his prema, eluded him. He had the habit to stay in the hollow of a tree, and there his desire for the darshan of the Lord became intenser and more intense by the day. But no answer came to him. Now one night he heard an unidentified voice out of the darks. The voice said, "I think you should show him the darshan of our sweet Lord Krishna." He didn't know what this voice was, but soon he understood. The tree in which he was staying, remember, he was in the hollow of the tree, started to respond, and the voice was all over him. "I don't think he's ready yet." But the other tree responded, "I think he is ready, and if you're not going to show him any mercy, I will." So then Gauranga Das Baba was witness to a miracle, the gift of the wish-fulfilling trees of Vrindavan. It started like this. One peacock came and landed on the ground. Another peacock landed. Peacock after peacock landed and formed a half circle, and there in the middle of the circle, all of a sudden, he first perceived a bluish, darkish light that became brilliant, and then from within the Lord appeared to him. He stood there in his threefold bending form. His flute was perched to his lips, and he looked with such mercy and compassion and such a sweet smile on Gauranga Das Baba that he had the fulfillment of all his desires. The next morning, the devotees found him still unconscious in the hollow of that tree, calling Krishna, Damodar, etc. let us appreciate the power of these trees. Prabhupada Saraswati marks them out. He says, I eternally bow down before Vrindavan's trees and vines, which mercifully grant all the goals of life to one who even once sees, touches, hears about or remembers them. Perhaps we are successful to post an image of one of these trees. If not, you please find one of these desire trees and know, asking them for something especially spiritual will be heard, it will be recorded, and when it's the time, it will be granted. Wishing you all the best, and see you again for more Kartik Inspirations.